mirror scene in Duck Soup. In 1933, the Marx Brothers made comedy history with the iconic mirror scene in Duck Soup. Groucho and Harpo, stationed on either side of an empty door frame, flawlessly mimicked each other's every move, turning the absence of a real mirror into the punchline. Director Leo McCarey, inspired by vaudeville acts, demanded tireless rehearsal. Some say the brothers practiced until they were utterly spent. Crew members reportedly struggled to contain their laughter, nearly derailing several takes, and Groucho later quipped about the challenge of maintaining composure. The sequence's influence is vast. Shows like I Love Lucy and Looney Tunes have paid tribute. Many consider it the most replicated gag in film comedy, while historians praise its seamless fusion of improvisation and choreography as a landmark in slapstick. While some argue that endless parodies have softened its impact, most agree this scene set a benchmark for physical comedy that still resonates in Hollywood. Dinner Roll Dance in the Gold Rush. Charlie Chaplin's Dinner Roll Dance in the Gold Rush, released in 1925, is a silent comedy masterpiece. In this iconic scene, Chaplin's little tramp transforms 2 dinner rolls and a pair of forks into a whimsical dance routine, captivating audiences without a single word. The sequence, meticulously choreographed and performed by Chaplin himself, showcases his genius for blending pathos and humor. Film historians often cite this moment as a defining example of Chaplin's ability to evoke laughter and empathy simultaneously. The dinner roll dance has been referenced and parodied in countless films and television shows, cementing its place in cinematic history. Some suggest that Chaplin drew inspiration from vaudeville acts, but his execution elevated the gag to new heights. Nearly a century later, the dinner roll dance remains a gold standard for visual comedy, proving that simple props and impeccable timing can create movie magic that endures for generations. Stateroom Squeeze in A Night at the Opera. In 1935, the Marx Brothers delivered a stateroom scene so packed with bodies and gags that it set a new standard for slapstick. Director Sam Wood orchestrated the chaos with precision, managing a cast that some accounts put at 15, though frame-by-frame analysis sometimes suggests 13 or 14, depending on who's counted. The trio's comedic timing, honed through live vaudeville performances before filming, left little room for improvisation, but their energy kept every moment lively. Crew members reportedly struggled to maintain composure, leading to multiple retakes before a usable shot was captured. Film historians regularly highlight this moment as a masterclass in physical comedy, noting its influence on generations of ensemble humor. As the film approaches its 90th anniversary in 2025, some wonder if modern comedies could ever replicate the relentless, meticulously timed chaos that made the Stateroom Squeeze a gold standard for laughs. Pie Fight in the Great Race. 4,000 pies, 5 days of relentless shooting, and a set in perpetual disarray. This was the legendary mayhem behind the pie fight in the Great Race, released in 1965. Director Blake Edwards insisted on authentic pies, believing only real custard and cream could achieve the desired comedic effect. Jack Lemmon, Tony Curtis, and Natalie Wood dove into the chaos, with pies flying in every direction. Crew members hustled to restore order between takes, battling a mess that seemed to multiply endlessly. Reports from the set describe a growing camaraderie as exhaustion set in, with cast and crew united by the absurdity. The sheer scale of the mess reportedly caused production headaches and extended the schedule, but the payoff was clear. A scene so extravagant, its spectacle remains unrivaled in Hollywood lore. The Great Race's pie fight endures as a testament to classic Hollywood's comedic ambition, where practical effects and a director's pursuit of authenticity left an indelible, sticky legacy. Lucy and Chocolate Factory in I Love Lucy. Although not a scene from a movie, the Chocolate Factory scene from I Love Lucy, first aired in 1952, remains one of television's most iconic comedic moments. Lucille Ball and Vivian Vance, as Lucy and Ethel, struggle to keep up with a conveyor belt of chocolates, leading to a cascade of mishaps. The sequence's escalating chaos and physical humor became a hallmark of the show, inspiring countless parodies and tributes. While the scene's slapstick style drew on traditions established by silent film comedians, Ball's fearless performance set a new standard for television comedy. Behind the scenes, the cast's genuine laughter and the crew's delight reportedly made filming a challenge. The Chocolate Factory episode continues to be celebrated as a defining moment in both Ball's career and the history of television comedy. Roller skates in modern times. Few moments in classic Hollywood comedy deliver suspense and hilarity like Charlie Chaplin's roller skating scene from Modern Times, released in February 1936. At 46, Chaplin performed the daring sequence himself, gliding blindfolded near the edge of a department store balcony, while a meticulously crafted matte painting concealed the safety platform, convincing audiences that disaster was imminent. This technical trickery became legendary, with film historian David Robinson noting that Chaplin's fusion of physical comedy and cinematic illusion was as much about spectacle as it was about laughs. Modern Times, often called Chaplin's last major silent film, features synchronized sound and even a touch of dialogue, yet this wordless gag distilled his genius, flawless timing, visual wit, and a talent for skating on the brink, literally. Some suggest that Chaplin's inventive risks in this scene reflected his resistance to the era's move towards sound, channeling creative tension into comedic brilliance. Crew members reportedly held their breath during filming, just as audiences have for decades. Swordfish Password and Horse Feathers. A single word, swordfish, became comedy gold in Horse Feathers, released in August 1932. The Marx Brothers, led by Groucho, turned the classic password trope on its head in a rapid-fire exchange with a stoic doorman. Each attempt to guess the password spiraled further into absurdity, with Groucho's sharp wit and the brothers' signature timing transforming a simple gag into a masterclass of old Hollywood humor. The scene's dialogue, packed with puns and playful misdirection, has since become a cultural touchstone, referenced in everything from cartoons to late-night sketches. Historians often highlight this moment as a prime example of the Marx Brothers' knack for lampooning authority with a single phrase. Rumor has it the word swordfish was chosen spontaneously, adding to the legend surrounding the scene. Decades later, swordfish remains shorthand for comic passwords, a testament to the enduring appeal of this classic farce. Bed flip in the Philadelphia Story. On December 26, 1940, audiences watched Cary Grant's Dexter Haven send Katharine Hepburn's Tracy Lord tumbling backward through a doorway, a moment that still elicits laughter. The move, precise, physical, and expertly timed, set the tone for the film's playful sparring. While some have speculated that Grant improvised the push, most film historians agree it was carefully choreographed. Stories circulate about the cast's reactions, with some suggesting Hepburn's startled look was more than just acting. The film's blend of witty banter and slapstick was unusual for its time, and critics noted how it blurred the boundaries between high society and physical comedy. The Criterion Collection's 2021 restoration renewed interest in this classic moment, solidifying its status as a shining example of old Hollywood's comedic boldness. Marilyn Monroe subway grate in the 7-Year Itch. On September 15, 1954, pandemonium broke out on Lexington Avenue as Marilyn Monroe's white dress famously billowed above a subway grate, with Tom Ewell's astonished reaction amplifying the humor. Thousands gathered, prompting police intervention and halting traffic, a publicity event that rivaled the film's own spectacle. Monroe's effortless comedic timing and Ewell's flustered responses are often cited as the heart of this classic moment. The American Film Institute ranks it among cinema's most unforgettable images. The original street footage, considered too provocative for the Hollywood production code, was replaced by a more subdued version filmed on a closed set. Some speculate that director Billy Wilder's numerous takes were less about spontaneity and more about managing the unruly crowd and technical hiccups. Monroe's infectious laughter reportedly kept spirits high throughout the long night. The resulting scene blends farce, flirtation, and controversy, a hallmark of old Hollywood's comedic brilliance. Dinner party chaos in the Pink Panther. This scene stands out as a showcase of classic slapstick in an era already rich with physical comedy icons like Chaplin and the Marx Brothers. Peter Sellers, stepping into the role of Inspector Clouseau, elevated the character's comedic potential, transforming him from a supporting figure to the franchise's comedic core. The dinner party scene, filled with expertly timed pratfalls and escalating blunders, quickly became a fan favorite. Director Blake Edwards encouraged a loose, improvisational atmosphere on set, though not every gag was unscripted. Some suggest that the infectious laughter among the crew during filming fueled the scene's wild energy. While Sellers' Golden Globe recognition came for A Shot in the Dark in 1964, it was this original Pink Panther moment that set the stage for Clouseau's rise. Studio executives reportedly shifted the franchise's focus after witnessing the audience's reaction, betting on Sellers' unique brand of chaos. Gas station destruction, and it's a mad, 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 mad world. Pandemonium erupts as Jonathan Winter's character Lenny Pike demolishes a rural gas station in one of old Hollywood's wildest slapstick moments. The sequence required weeks of careful planning and a crew prepared for genuine demolition. Rumor has it that Winters, celebrated for his improvisational skills, deviated from the script, catching co-stars Arnold Stang and Marvin Kaplan off guard. Director Stanley Kramer, typically known for serious dramas, took a bold leap with this sprawling comedy, and this scene became a showcase for the film's physical humor. Film enthusiasts still debate whether the destruction was meticulously planned or if Winter's unpredictable energy pushed it further. Regardless, the gas station's collapse stands as a testament to the scale and ambition of 60s Hollywood comedy. Shaving scene in The Great Dictator. Charlie Chaplin's impeccable timing took center stage in The Great Dictator, released in 1940. The so-called shaving ballet, set to Brahms' Hungarian Dance No. 5, transformed a simple shave into a meticulously choreographed spectacle. Film biographer David Robinson described Chaplin's approach as nothing short of a ballet, with each gesture perfectly synchronized to the music. The contrast between the film's sharp political message and this moment of levity caught critics' attention, with contemporary reviews noting its clever blend of satire and silliness. Some viewers even speculated about Chaplin's hidden barber skills. Decades later, the scene is still widely regarded as one of old Hollywood's most inventive comedic set pieces, frequently cited by scholars and fans for its technical brilliance and enduring appeal. Train birth scene in The Palm Beach Story. This scene turns a cramped sleeper car into a comedic showcase. Preston Sturges orchestrates a pileup of passengers, limbs, and rapid-fire lines as Claudette Colbert and Joel McCrea attempt to navigate a sleeper already bursting at the seams. The New York Times review from 1942 praised the film's inventive physical comedy and ensemble timing. Sturgis's comedies often drew the attention of censors for their suggestive undertones, though there's no record this scene was nearly cut. Biographies recall Colbert's complaints about the overheated, crowded set, an authenticity that film historians in Criterion's 2022 release describe as a high point for slapstick. Some suggest the cast's discomfort fueled the scene's frantic pace, while legends claim Sturges would prolong takes to capture genuine frustration. The DNA of this sequence can be seen in everything from I Love Lucy to countless modern comedies, securing its place as one of old Hollywood's most influential and hilarious set pieces. Daphnes Ballroom antics in Some Like It Hot. Jack Lemmon's Ballroom exploits as Daphne in Some Like It Hot, released March 29, 1959, set a new standard for Hollywood comedy. Production stories reveal Lemon's transformation was so convincing that he was sometimes unrecognizable between takes. Director Billy Wilder, known for his insistence on authenticity, believed that the humor had to come from the character's sincerity, not mockery. This philosophy shaped the famous hotel ballroom tango, where Lemon's Daphne is swept away by Joe E. Brown's Osgood. The result? A dizzying dance that remains on lists of all-time comedic scenes. American Film Institute even named the film the top comedy of the 20th century. Rumors suggest the cast struggled to keep straight faces, with laughter causing multiple retakes. The film's gender-bending premise sparked controversy in 1959, fueling debate and boosting ticket sales. Lemon's performance earned him a rare Academy Award nomination for comedy, and historians often cite this scene as pivotal in Hollywood's evolving approach to both gender and slapstick. Wilder's commitment to sincerity over parody keeps this ballroom moment spinning in the public imagination. Pressroom chaos in His Girl Friday. Old Hollywood seldom witnessed comedic timing as electrifying as the newsroom clash between Cary Grant and Rosalind Russell in His Girl Friday, released in 1940. The rapid-fire dialogue, celebrated for its speed and overlapping delivery, broke away from the era's more measured exchanges. Director Howard Hawks championed this brisk rhythm, fueling stories that the cast occasionally struggled to keep pace. Rosalind Russell, eager to match Grant's wit, reportedly enlisted her friend Dorothy Parker to help punch up her lines. Hawks welcomed these spontaneous touches, even if he wasn't always forewarned. Critics of the day lauded the film's dazzling repartee, and film historians often cite the press room scene as a template for romantic comedy banter. Some believe the film's whirlwind energy later influenced the snappy style of television sitcoms. Decades later, the press room sequence remains a masterclass in comic timing and creative risk, its impact resonating through generations of Hollywood comedies. If you've enjoyed this video, please leave a like and comment. Also consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell to get notified of our new videos each week. Thanks for watching.